Welcome back to the Champion Mindset Collective podcast. This is the place where we ignite your passion, turbocharge your success, and transform your thinking. I'm your host, Anthony Dahya, and today we're going to explore the world of self-talk, what it is, why does it matter, and how we can harness its power to improve our lives. Before we dive into this episode of Transforming Self-Talk for a Better You, if you haven't already done so, please hit the follow or subscribe button so that we can get this episode out to the wider world and people can also benefit from the gems that we are about to explore. Also, share this episode with your friends, family, and workmates. In January 2024, I will be launching a free 4-week challenge to take you on a journey of transformation. So head on over to Facebook and join the Champion Mindset Collective group. Right, so let's dive into this episode and uncover some gems. So what is self-talk? Well, in simple words, self-talk is the inner dialogue, and it is a conversation that we have with ourselves, or the chatter that we have with ourselves. There may be conscious stream of thoughts or subconscious beliefs and biases that we have about ourselves. It's like having this internal storyteller for your daily life that is creating the story. Some of it will be true, but a lot of it isn't. The truth is, our self-talk can actually have a bigger influence on the way we see ourselves and the world around us. Self-talk can be positive or negative, and by paying attention to which one you sway towards the most, can help you start making proactive changes about how you take on life's challenges. So let's explore negative self-talk. Our patterns of self-talk are often negative. We focus on preconceived ideas that we're not good enough, always a failure, can't do anything right. Our brains are hardwired or programmed to remember negative experiences over positive ones. So we recall these times that we didn't quite get things right more than when we did. We then replay these messages in our minds, fueling negative feelings. It's like having this pessimistic voice inside your head that focuses only on the negatives, leading to feelings of low self-esteem and low confidence. Think of it as an inner critic, always ready to point out your faults and failures. So what does negative self-talk do to us? It can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. It can even affect our physical health, like chronic pain and body image issues. And the chatter affects our ability to think and perform in our daily lives. The friction in our relationships, when we share, it can get exhausting for people and frustrating for people when we end up on another planet, zoned out, not even hearing what other people are sharing with us. Also, physical health, when stress stays at high levels for a long period of time as we consistently ruminate and hear the negative chatter. I'm going to think about it as a computer program that is old and fragmented. It is said that the brain deletes, distorts, and generalizes information as we cannot retain all of the information. We end up recalling pieces of the information to create stories based on our perceptions of what others have told us, and we end up believing it. So let's discover positive self-talk. Well, positive self-talk, as you may have guessed, is the flip side of negative self-talk. It's not all about deceiving ourselves into thinking that we are not correct or true. It's more about showing yourself some self-compassion and understanding for who you are and what you've been through. Positive self-talk sees our internal story switching to ideas like, I can do better next time, I can choose to learn from my mistakes and not be held back by them. This is reprogramming or updating the software of your brain to the latest version and becoming a more conscious self. And your thoughts so that you can be your own coach, to be curious about what you are telling yourself. It can also be thought of like you're giving a friend some advice or questioning if what you're saying to yourself is actually true. So how do we practice positive self-talk? And what are the benefits? We'll start by thinking good things about yourself. Identify your strengths, accept compliments gracefully, and surround yourself with positivity. So, why is self talk important? Well, self talk shapes your emotions and your behaviors. It can be a cheerleader, encouraging and motivating you, or it can be really a harsh critic, sowing seeds over time of doubt and insecurity. Researchers suggest that positive self talk is important for a number of reasons. The first one helps reduce stress. So, research has shown that people who are more inclined towards thinking optimistically are more inclined towards positive self talk and use more active coping strategies when faced with stressful situations and challenges. Positive self talk helps you reframe the way you look at stressful situations. It's understanding that you will approach challenges in the best of your ability and whatever the outcome. You did your best you could. Tackling these situations with an I can do this mindset rather than negative, which is it's too hard. This opens up a new way of thinking and problem solving. The second one is that it helps boost confidence and resilience. So, as we approach life with a positive self talk approach, it can help you boost your self confidence. People who are highly optimistic have positive self esteem and are more likely to achieve their goals and bounce back. Regular positive self talk can help you feel more confident and in face of achieving your goals as you develop yourself with a better belief that things you want are achievable. And when problems do arise, that you can find workarounds. The third one is helping you build better relationships. You will be aware of what it feels like to be around someone who's positive, self assured, and content with who they are as a person. People who use positive self talk are also extremely capable of picking up on positive traits of those around them. Here are some examples of positive self talk statements and phrases. If positive self talk seems like a foreign language to you, it might seem difficult to know where to begin in terms of effective positive statements and phrases to try. It's important to know that not everyone's positive self talk will be the same, and you should try a few different approaches to find the ones that work for you. So here's 10 just to get you started. I have the power to change my mind. Attempting to do this took a lot of courage, and I'm proud of myself for trying. Even though it wasn't the outcome I hoped for, I learned a lot about myself. I might still have a way to go, but I'm proud of how far I've already come. I'm capable and strong. I can get through this. Tomorrow is a chance to try again with lessons learned from today. I will give my all to make this work. I can't control what other people think, say, or do. I can only control me. This is an opportunity for me to try something new. I can learn from this situation and grow as a person. I've been listening to and reading some of the research that Dr. Ethan Kross, who is a renowned psychologist and professor at the University of Michigan, where he focuses on understanding the science of self-control, self-talk, and introspection. His work is particularly significant in the field of emotion regulation and how people can harness the voice in their heads and live a healthier, more productive, and a more satisfying life. In his book Chatter, The Voice in Our Head, Why It Matters and How to Harness It, Dr. Cross dives into silent conversations we have with ourselves. Dr. Ethan Cross discusses a set of tools and strategies designed to help people manage and harness their inner voice, especially when it becomes negative or counterproductive. He refers to this connection of techniques as the Chatter Toolkit. And here are 9 of these strategies that he mentions. Number 1 is about distanced self-talk. This involves talking to yourself using your own name instead of I. as the technique helps create psychological distance, allowing you to gain perspective and think more clearly about the situation. The second one is temporal distancing. This strategy involves thinking about how you feel about a particular problem or situation in the future, say a week, a month, or a year from now. And this technique can reduce the intensity of emotions experienced in the present moment. Number 3, reframing through perspective taking. Try to see a situation or from a perspective of a supportive friend or a loved one. This can help you in reframing the experience and reducing the impact of negative self-talk. Number 4, writing exercises. Expressively writing or journaling about your thoughts and feelings can help process and manage emotions, providing a healthy outlet for inner chatter. Number 5, mindfulness meditation. Practicing mindfulness can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without becoming overly attached or reactive to them. It can help you in recognizing when you are engaged in negative self-talk and guide you back to neutral or positive mindset. Number 6, physical tools. Physical activities like exercise, deep breathing, or even simple activities like taking a walk can help in reducing the current stress and anxiety associated with the negative chatter. Number 7, social support. Turning to friends, family, or trusted people you know for support can provide a different perspective, emotional support, and advice. Social interactions can also distract from internal self-talk. Number 8, environmental changes. Altering your surroundings to reduce the triggers of negative self-talk. This might include organizing your workspace, spending time in nature, or changing your routine. And number 9, rituals and routines. Creating personal rituals or routines can provide a sense of control and predictability, which can be calming and can help manage anxiety and negative self-talk. The other thing we can do is also another cognitive restructuring technique. It's called the 3C method, which is catch, check, and change. And this is a simplified cognitive behavioral therapy approach that helps turn negative thoughts into positive ones. So first of all, catch it. First, be aware of your negative thought. Recognize them as they come up. Number 2, check it. Then confront these thoughts and be in the current moment. Be present with yourself. Reflect on what you have learned from your past experiences. And when you've been in the situation, how did it work out? Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Become a fly on the wall and observe yourself. Number 3, change it. Finally, replace these negative thoughts with positive ones. Reframe them in a more constructive language and perspective. Let's not forget about the power of affirmations, gratitude, and meditation. Affirmations can also help in challenging negative thoughts. It's important, though, when you are doing affirmations that you are speaking things that are achievable and realistic. So, for example, if you want to earn $1 million and you're not anywhere near that realistic goal, then it's not realistic, or achievable. But if you said that in 5 years' time I want to earn $1 million, and in the next year I want to earn $100,000, then that's definitely achievable. So that's important that you are affirming achievable and realistic thoughts. Gratitude shifts focus to positive aspects of life, and it's a great way to set up your day. And meditation brings mental clarity and emotional calmness. As we wrap up today's podcast, remember, transforming your self-talk isn't just about silencing the inner critic. It's about nurturing an inner voice that supports and empowers you. And it's about the journey, not the destination. So be kind to yourself as you navigate this path. Thank you for joining me today on this episode of Transforming Self-Talk for a Better You. Stay positive, stay motivated, And most importantly, keep talking to yourself with kindness and understanding. Until next time, have an amazing day, and if you haven't already shared this with your friends and family or subscribed or followed, please do so, and let's get this message out there to everyone, and have an amazing day. Love you all.